Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to my world. I'm a squirrel trying to get a nut. I guess we will start the morning. I'm making a cup of coffee. Oh, man. Don't figure out where my well, this is trucking. And this is the worst year ever, man. Um, Normally, I wouldn't have to beg for a freaking load on Christmas Eve. There'd be stuff that they need to have moved. But it seems like I'm stuck, which is some bullcrap. Sitting up here and Plainfield, Indianapolis. Oh, yeah, Mike, and if you're in here, I want the drama. Give me something to do this morning. So, we doing vertical. Well, I'll wait for a minute. Get the coffee made. I spoke to a fellow billion miler. I seen her truck at our yard, brand new truck at our yard, sitting there for a while. And she pulled up yesterday, and I was just asking how long did she wait for hers. Same thing. But hopefully 2025's got better situation, but I don't think so. It's probably going to get worse before it gets any better. Because some of y'all idiots trolls haven't figured out I'm online yet. Some of you fools want to vote for Trump. Oh. Figure this. That's all. Maybe I'm just sick. Just sick. Hey, Mike, you got your Christmas tree up? Hey, next year, I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna be home for Christmas. I'm tired. Every once in a while, I need to be home. Every once in a while, I need to be home for freaking Christmas. You know what I mean? And it's been a long time. I want to put the tree up and enjoy like spiked eggnog and all that stuff. Just a minute. my morning cleaning. That brewing. Alrighty. Let's get let's see what we're doing here. What we're doing. Who's in the house? Yeah, you sound like us. We haven't did a Christmas the Christmas trees up in the attic. We haven't did a Christmas tree in freaking years, bro. I would love to be that guy that has the synchro, the synchro. I'm trying to say it right. The lights that are hooked up to the computer that does to music and stuff like that. I think that would be awesome. But my luck, the I did an April Wayfire fuckers. Well, I love I get funding from the HOA. Got too many lights. You're too festive. You're too freaking festive. Really, 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 bitch. Sorry. I know it was supposed to be polite. At least on Christmas. Uh, Times are changing, man. You know what I mean? Times are changing. I remember the days where you would have it's either the J.C. Penney law, the J.C. Penney book, and you'd make a list of Christmas presents you wanted, not even knowing the meaning of Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ, or um, or the Toys R Us catalog. That's for us old folks. The Toys R Us catalog. Yeah. I think it's very meaningful nowadays. Just I got my wife a few gifts, but there, there's meaning behind it. You know what I mean? There's meaning behind it. Let's see here. There's meaning behind it nowadays. So, see some other people came in. Good morning. What the? Why every time? gonna get me a decent mount one of. I'm gonna get me a decent mount one of these days. I don't even know why I'm making coffee because I ain't going nowhere. I gotta wait till 8 o'clock when they come in, and then after that, I gotta wait till the uh, the the planner comes in, which should probably be 9, 10 o'clock. You know, y'all should have something together. There's nothing but loaded trailers on this parking lot. There's nothing but loaded trailers on this parking lot, and you mean to tell me there's nothing, there's not one trailer, there's not one trailer heading south? I mean, really? You know, there's not one trailer. There's not one guy that came to Indianapolis. Said, I'm going home for Christmas, boy. You can just drop it at the yard. There's not one trailer heading south. Come on, man. I'm part of a mega company. You mean there's not one trailer heading south? Come on, bro. Think about it. But hey, it is what it is. I would like to do a Christmas cruise, but I was so devastated by the doing a Thanksgiving cruise that I'm terrified to do one. We did a Thanksgiving cruise. Oh, come on, man! I should have bought some creamer. We did a Thanksgiving cruise a few years ago on the Carnival Celebration when they first. It was their inaugural celebration. That's exactly, Mike. But these morons voted for Trump thinking, oh, he's a billionaire businessman. He's a liar. Um, and most of his businesses went bankrupt, but you voted for this idiot. Jim Beam, Jim Beam is shutting down a plant for a whole year because their main their main sales was going to Canada. People in Canada, it's so freaking cold up there, they'd rather drink. They'd rather get drunk. And you made everybody your enemy, thinking that that we're so awesome that everybody needs us. Well, they're showing you they don't. They're showing you they don't. And that's a sad thing. I wonder, Mike, I'm gonna play. I gotta play with some. I gotta play around. Hey, is that too loud? I would. You know what? one thing I would like to do is see. I would have to do this with Charles because he comes a packet. He bring his 50 cal and a few other things because I would like to do a Christmas in like in a cabin in the woods in the snow or whatever. And oh yeah, that's what I turned off. Um, in the woods in the snow, and I would, but see stuff like that. They got bears and wolves and whatnot up there. Nah, I ain't trying to get. It'd be like it's the one time, but next thing you know, you're getting eaten up. I would definitely bring my shotgun. Just saying. Um, but uh, I would like to do something where you would go sledding and do like a dog sled ride and stuff like that. I think that would be awesome. I think that would be awesome. I yeah, they don't tell you, man, that and it happened to me once. I actually drove by a moose. He was running along the highway. I was like, what? This was years ago. Well, when I first started driving, and I was like, what the heck is that? And he was about as big. He was about as big. Welcome in, welcome in. He was about as big as not as the truck, but he was almost up to my mirror. Up to my mirror. He was almost up to my mirror. That's how big that boy was. And he was trotting along the side of the road. And I didn't even know no better. What they don't tell you is in um in certain countries and certain areas, everybody leaves their door open. Every grandpa, okay. Well, I wish I was. Yeah, that'll never happen. Everybody leaves their door open because if you're outside and you get confronted by either a bear, a moose, wolves, or something, you got somewhere to go. Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't know that. I did not know that. You know what I mean? I was sitting there laughing. Um, it was so funny. There was many a times where I've driven through on 70 in Colorado, where everybody was ski in the ski zones, ski areas. So you can see and they don't really tell you how fast those people be going. They be getting it. That's why you see most people wear helmets now because they go so fast. I don't see how they do it. Um, and like it's like the ski slope is like that. Ain't no niceness to it. There's no niceness to it. But again, I think I would rather be the person that sits out. I wouldn't even mind going to a ski lodge, but it would be more of a I'd sit out and watch other people ski. You know what I mean? I'd watch other people ski. We ain't doing it. Sorry, player. I would like to go. Um, was that snowmobiling? If you ever been snowmobiling, Mike, I would like to go snowmobiling. There's certain parts of the country that you could see. The guy's got a pickup truck. Guy's got a pickup truck, and it's got this piece on the back of the pickup truck with two snowmobiles on it. So if the pickup truck breaks down or it's too thick of the snow, they just take the snowmobiles off and keep on going. That's freaking crazy. You know, that's freaking crazy. I would. Oh, okay. Remember that? Well, it was a few years ago that that blizzard that hit upstate New York, and there was guys going around in snowmobiles helping people get to safety. That that part of it, they were riding around snowmobiles getting people to safety. Um, I know later on in the day I'll probably get a little depressed, but it is what it is. I got to get the bills paid. Oh, okay. Man, I'm a wimp now to the cold. I'm a wimp now. Um, I'm from Long Island, New York. We look forward to the winter. Didn't know how dangerous the roads could be until I started doing this. Until I started doing this, I didn't know how dangerous the roads can be. I didn't know. Um, Interstate 80, going through Wyoming, going through Salt Lake City. Um, I didn't know how dangerous it could be. I didn't know how dangerous west of Interstate 70, past Colorado, um, going into the mountains, how dangerous it could be during the winter. I didn't know how dangerous it could be on I-40 in New Mexico. You would think New Mexico, you would no, yeah, it snows in New Mexico. It snows in the desert, guys. Hey, Mike, I realized that I forgot. You guys are 4 seconds behind me. So if I didn't catch it, you catch it. And a lot of times when I get mad and start yelling and screaming, you've already deleted the person. Well, we'll say Merry Christmas to the trolls. I wasn't looking. Normally, I start flapping off of the gums. I'm looking off to the left or looking off to the right. Oh, shoot. I'm normally looking to the left and looking to the right. I don't know if this was a Christmas present, but it's a lawn mowing shirt. So I'm thinking about spring right now, and I put my lawn mowing shirt on. you know, I'm hoping this 2026 I could go from I'm still gonna keep mine some distress sod for the area up at the top of the lawn, but everything else I'm gonna look for bringing it healthier to life. he said he said he met me at Denny's, and no wonder it was feeling slippery in here. What kind of oil was that? Jesus, that's funny. Hey, I need a laugh because I'm gonna be so depressed today. I need to get a load so I get to keep my mind on something. I'm gonna be like, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. Yeah. I watched the guy. One thing I learned about these trucks, they have some safety, issues. I watched the guy, and I'm like, "Boy, you better pull over." Oh, well, I'm waiting to. Uh, he had a low level coolant. Like, come on, you get a little coolant, like you better pull over. He said, "Oh, well, I'm waiting for the safe place." No, I'm gonna pull over wherever I need to. Um, he had a low level coolant. Like, come on, you don't realize your engine will shut down. You know. Hey, Merry Christmas to all the trolls. Hit the thumbs up. Your engine will shut down. And I was trying to find a place to pull over. My engine shut down and the countdown had started. I had to coast to a stop. And luckily I had gallons of water with me. Oh man. Dashing through the snow in the one horse open sleigh, all the wheels we go. The sad part about the holidays, most of it's fake. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, um, the Fat Santa, that's a Coca-Cola. That's Coca-Cola. I forgot what they just said. They had just said where they got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from. Um, it's well known that the Messiah that we all, not we, but I know I do, um, that I serve, his birthday ain't tomorrow. And I'm sorry, guys, it ain't. They just that was a pagan holiday, a pagan ritual holiday. I think it's called the Saturnalia, some weird ass name. But it's up here. I thank God that Jesus came and did what he had to do. You know what I mean? I think, hey, even Nightbot heard you. At night, everybody's talking. Even Nightbot said something. There's only one, two, three nights, and the rest is Swift over here. That sucks. Hello. Hey, good morning, Associate Minister. You know, I pray that 2026 will be a better year for us all. I pray that the trials and the tribulations that are coming, that we will be able to get through with less damage as possible. You know what I mean? With less damage as possible. I pray that we will be able to be healthier and stronger in 2026. I pray that you will follow wellness with Fuga Mama, get your workout on, and positive affirmation. I should, I'm, I'm the commercial guy right here. I pray in 2026 you will watch Mike's Chaotic Gardening and it help him move up to the next level. You check out Associate Minister and read what the man is saying. Read the Holy Scriptures, brother. There's nothing wrong with that. I pray that y'all check out my friend Crooked Peach in 2026. Urban Garden Chronicles up there in Canada. Wow. Yo, what's her name? I can't remember her name right now. She's up to 30,000 subscribers. Not 30,000, 13,000 subscribers. And I remember when she came on the scene, and I'm so happy for her. I'm so proud of her. And she just began it because she's funny. And she was telling me that in a text that what she said my ADHD my ADH whatever is helping me do my videos. I was like, wow. You know, and here's the sad part. Yeah, I'm by myself. Yeah, I'm alone. Yeah, I'm working, but I'm better right now. I don't want to get emotional. I know I have a home to go to. I have a loving, caring wife that supports me. And I have good friends, good digital friends, not you trolls. Oh, that is awesome. You know what I mean? That's awesome. In 2026, we all need to be coming out swinging. You know what I mean? 2026, we all need to be coming out swinging. Um, I had to buy some. I had to buy some carb stuff because boy, the meat's getting expensive. Um, I had some ramen noodles delivered to me at the gate. I don't know. I was in the mood for some ramen noodles. I was gonna say, man, like what the heck? A lot of times when it's reconnecting, I gotta go all the way out and come back in. I'm like, oh boy. Oh man. Um, I know tomorrow. Unless I got a load that's got some distance on it tomorrow, I'm not gonna be doing nothing. I'm getting too much sleep. Isn't that crazy? But that's okay too. You know, all the lights on, all the lights on, and nobody's around. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I tried to I tried to boil some ramen noodles in the my air fryer. That didn't come out too good. that didn't come out too good. You know. Oh man. Well, Merry Christmas to you too, bro. Happy holidays. And try not to go too far into debt. You know, the best part of Christmas is when you have someone that appreciates you. And I remember, and I know she's gonna make that face again. I know it. I remember I used when I would get normal, my wife, her presence, she would get so excited you could hear her voice get higher, and it made Christmas fun again for me. It made it fun again for me. I still have that picture. I still have that picture where she was laughing and giggling and to what I got her. Um, I can't say what I got her because uh, she watches my. Sometimes she watches my live, so I'm not. But I'm I'm just laughing about it. I'm just laughing about it right now. And it's so crazy. You guys don't hear it, but I can hear the rumbling of the jets. There is a airport. Indianapolis Airport is behind us, and people are flying out for the holidays. It's crazy, but it's not. The holidays ain't the holidays like it used to be, man. You would want to be on the road right now because come 9, 10 o'clock, you got wall to wall traffic. I didn't see that, and I was coming through Atlanta at that time. And for all the years that I've been driving, you had wall to wall traffic. I got through Atlanta on Thanksgiving like it was nothing. I got home like it was nothing, and I was terrified. I was like, man, I'm not gonna be able to get home. But it's nothing. People are not driving or whatever. And again, I go back to you voted for this bull crap and you didn't look at the statistics. Biden's that the numbers were climbing. Oh, but Trump's gonna on day one, we're going to bring down the price of food. The president can't bring down the price of food. Stupid. But you voted for him. What y'all did was, oh no, we not. We had one black person in there and we ain't having another one in there for the next 500 years. That's what you was thinking, stupid. You see what's going on. You see what's going on. Reframing stuff. Oh, we giving the military bonuses. They ain't giving them no bonuses. That's their daggone their housing allowance. Lord Jesus. Half of the military is on food stamps. So why don't you pay them what they do? You get shot at, why don't you give them $40,000-$50,000 a year? And then the higher ups get more. Freaking stupid. What? What do I know? What do I know? You know, we love our veterans, but we got homeless veterans. PTSD, sleeping on the corner somewhere. And how do you do that in cold areas like this place? It blew me away. I was worried about ice on the roads a few days ago in this same parking lot. And now you can walk around with a t-shirt on. Ain't that crazy? We give billions and billions to other countries, but we can't even help our own people. Yeah, America First crowd. Pete's sake. Go ahead. I think I'm gonna have a bowl of noodles for breakfast, Mike. Well, I could. I got chicken nuggets and something else. I, I don't know. I got some videos I need to download from my GoPro that's mounted on the windshield over there. Over there. Yeah, this thing is showing just the opposite of what I'm doing. I'm gonna download that stuff this morning. I think I'm gonna tell. Um, we've got that cruise coming up in February with Margaritaville. I'm getting more and more excited about that. God, it's during our wedding anniversary, so we're just gonna be uh, enjoying each other and doing whatever. You know what I mean? Doing whatever. Um, for good. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, maybe if I can get some money, I'd have me a laptop set up or something. Have like a laptop setup for a laptop studio setup. Because I got another laptop for when I'm on the road and I'm sitting like this and the phone because I could barely see anything. 'Cause that's why you see me go like this. So like, well, what did you say? What did you say? So, Associate Minister, what you doing today? You going to church? Y'all having like midnight mass or anything like that? Okay. I was trying to block him, Mike, but thanks. I know you got him. It's funny how they don't even know. They didn't even come in earlier to say that I'm waiting for my next load. You could get all that if you just, you get all that if you could just do blah 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 blah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I could get all that stupid. You know what? I could get mad on by myself. But yeah, you're right. If you just go to work where? I ain't got nothing in the back of this thing. Let's see what's Mike. I'm gonna hit a button. Hold on. Be right back. There we go. No. If you want me to block, don't do vertical. No, but what I was doing is the button to press to block them also is so close to the button to show up on the screen. And then I don't know what's on the screen. And you said, well, how can I? If you said I got to do my job, you're showing the troll. Do you see what I'm saying? Hey, all of that is giving me interaction, good, bad, or ugly. Thank you, trolls. Good, bad, up, down, like, dislike, all that is giving me interaction. You're telling the YouTube that I am awesome. Thank you. Stupid. Man, I should have ordered some creamer last night. I forgot. Oh, but hey, I'm ex-Navy, so I can drink black. I ain't drinking like Cuban coffee because I got the coffee that I drink is because it's cheaper. Is actually Bustelo, and Bustelo. Oh my God! If you go down to if you get some Cuban coffee, it's in a shot glass. They put it in a shot glass, a shot cup. You fill it up with sugar, and then put and then put coffee in it to just dissolve the sugar. I would have ketoacidosis or something doing that crap. I remember I did it once or twice, and people thought why I wasn't jittery because ex-Navy man, we you would get the coffee cup and lumps could be coming out of the coffee. Nah, there's millions of them, Mike. There's millions of them. Appreciate you. Well, you can just delete them, block, whatever. Look, we used to have, they called it a number 10 can, but it was a big silver can about, let's say it, big silver can about, I can't get in the screen, but about that wide, that tall, and you opened it up with a butcher knife. And that stuff would sit in that coffee pot for hours, man, and still drank it. There was no creamer, just black coffee. Mm, that mess would come out in clumps. And I remember the coffee cup, the chief, the first class petty officer, the inside of the cup would be brown. It would be freaking brown, bro. And they said that's flavor. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Well, plus, Mike, I said I'd be doing this every once in a while. I ain't doing this every day. We can have trolls on Christmas Eve. Trolls, even on Christmas Eve, trolls deserve love. Trolls deserve attention. The keyboard cowboy needs attention. So, okay, here's my question. What did you guys ask Santa for Christmas? Mike, what was one thing? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're that okay. Now you're hitting below the belt. You're right. See, but guess what, bro? You got to get your energy up. You got to get your energy up because when the negativity comes, it drains you. But by the time we're done, you'll be right there here, but you won't be down here. you know. And like you said, but you are right. Can't be, we can't be doing this every day because my head would explode. And that's sad, bro. It's sad. You just want to say, hey, welcome to my channel, welcome to my life. Hey, this is what I do, yada yada yada. It ain't special, but this is just me. This is my life. I brought it. It was this, and now it's this, and I'm telling you, you can come from this to this and be positive, and then you got you got people coming on there. Hey, kiss off, lick these nuts, and everything. Oh, thank you, Jesus. But that's all right. I got my happy beads, make me feel better. um, I thought my check was going to be lower than it was, but it's a little bit above pay grade. Um, and that's okay too. You know, um, you got to look at it that way. You got to look at it in a way where, um, as associate minister would say, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now it's hey, like I did it. Um, but I was reminded how miserable I am, and before 2026 comes in, I want you to know, Mike, I appreciate you. Thank you for being, um, being here and being a part of. Wildlife Associate Minister, thank you. Jegs has become a regular, thank you. Urban, I forgot to tell you, Urban was on the other weekend, and I was driving. I couldn't pull over and say something, but somebody pissed Urban Garden Chronicles off, and that Jamaican kid, that accent came out. I love her channel. I love her channel. Yo, she was talking about having residents that can't sweep, when it snows, because they're in Canada, for peace sake, can't shovel their front doorstep. They can't shovel their front doorstep, and she was going off, and not, not cussing, but you heard the accent come out, and I love her channel for that specific reason. I've been tuning in waiting. I've been tuning in waiting to hear Urban Garden call somebody that irked that woman, and I was been waiting for that accent to come out. It's awesome. I'm like, tell it like it is, sister. I love that. I love the fact that y'all be working with the chickens. I be scared. My big behind self. I be poking out. The chickens start chasing me. I be running. What you running from the chickens for? Because I'm a punk ass. I could use that chicken poop though, so I can spread it out and amend my lawn. uh, oh man, I'm waiting on. Now I got the giggles. Lord have mercy. Try to figure it out. I should have ordered some cheese. People don't realize that. I should have ordered some cheese. Now I'm thinking of what I'm gonna have for why is this guy driving so slow? Oh, he in Gulfport. He's from Gulfport. Oh shoot. No giggles a lot. Yeah, yeah, Oh, let me talk about a little trucking thing. Okay. If you ever get see on these trailers, right? You've got two different types of trailers. One, to move the tandems, it's manual. You got to pull this freaking uh, lever out and lock it, and then you can slide the tandems back and forth. And then the other one is air actuated. So if you ever hook up to a trailer that is air actuated and you're trying to move the tandems, you got to charge that. You got to charge. You got to fill the tanks up in the trailer for it to, not the tanks, but you got to fill up the air to get the trailer to actuate. Sometimes you just got to sit there and push in the trailer brakes and leave the tractor brakes engaged and just either let it sit or run them Or the easiest way is just to pull out and drive around the parking lot for a second, and then then it'll fill up, and then you'll actually be able to hit the button, and the locks will come out. I had to learn that the hard way. I'm like, wow, but it's my moving the truck and everything. Now that I know how to do it, I do it. You know what I mean? I my biggest one of my biggest viewed videos is when your clutch is heating up. That means you're not pushing your brake in hard enough, and I get so many thank yous for that. And I didn't know either. It took me a while to figure it out, and I googled it, and I did all kinds of stuff, and I made a video about it because the earlier models of this KW, it was doing that. You know, I'd be halfway backing up and run out of air and moving up and forward, I'd be in traffic, and you know, you're barely tapping the brake, and it would say clutch is overheat. And I found out that the pushing on the brake engages the clutch. And I remember I did a video about it, and I think I got like 10,000 views on that. And it just was like, that's why I like a lot of stuff. I just say something basic. Like I did a short yesterday, I got over 1,000 views. I forgot what that store is. It's like, it's a truck stop / gas station up in north of Chicago in Wisconsin. Man, I love that place. It was called Kiwi something or whatever. And you could buy hamburger meat in there, sausage, breakfast sausage, Wisconsin cheddar cheese, eggs, all of the basic essentials. It was like going shopping at Walmart. And I was freaking in love. And they had oh my God, they had all kind of desserts and stuff. And I was like, I can't do it. I said, I can't do it. I didn't want my blood sugar to spike. Yeah. Wow, man. And I just kept on walking. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'd be talking to myself, walk away, stupid, walk away. Because I was seeing the cinnamon buns, big old cinnamon buns, and big bags of donuts, and you know, pick your own donuts, and I'd be eating it. Then once I'm full, I'm like, oh, I'm such a fat ass. I shouldn't have did it. No, I'm like, okay, walk away. Walk away. You can do it. Oh, man. That place is freaking awesome. It's one thing. It's like down, and I'm in Indianapolis. They okay, but like certain DOTs, if it snows in Ohio, just park your truck. Just park your truck. Trust me on that. Just park your truck. But if you're north in like Michigan, Wisconsin, they used to the blizzard, whatever. They had them roads fixed real quick. But certain areas, man, I know certain areas, man. I'm like, nah. If you got people that'll go out, my litmus test is looking at, like, you know, in the beginning, I showed you the parking lot. If this parking lot's iced up, I'm not going out there. Well, you know, I'm don't quote me on that, but I think um 7-Eleven was bought by a Japanese company, And they're trying to bring that back to life because the 7-Elevens in Japan are freaking awesome, man. Um, they don't realize that there's just certain things that are still needed. Everybody can't make it to Walmart. Everybody can't do that, you know? You know what I mean? Um, I think I'm gonna probably get out and walk around when I get off of here, and you know what I mean, and just see if I can move some of this exercise, exercise a little bit. Hey, good morning, Urban. We were just talking about you. Hey, Urban, I was talking about when you were when you were telling the story about your residents that didn't want to shovel a little walkway and the steps, and your accent kept on coming out. Oh my God, you had me dying. And I was driving, you had me dying. I love your conversations when your accent comes out. You had me dying. It was awesome. Yo, I'm telling you, that's why I subscribed to your channel. I remember the day I remember the day I subscribed to your channel. I was walking in it was west of Houston. I was walking along the street because there was a nursery there. And you were telling a story. I think it was about when it was about the some guy that pissed you off, and you said you were going home to sharpen your knife and axe, and I said subscribe. I said, whoever this is, I'm subscribing. I said subscribe. I was walking and I sat there and fell out. I said, I'm not. They messing with the wrong person. For entertainment purposes only, ladies and gentlemen. I said, boy, they don't play up in there in Canada. See, and Trump trying to, and, and Trump trying to make that the 50 whatever state. Yo, you better watch out, folks. Will go home and shop in their axes. Oh. Oh my God, I'm getting dizzy. Okay, breathe. Ooh, shakalaka. Ooh, Shaquille O'Neal. Ooh, Shakira. Yeah, but she was explaining that I think, but did you say, yeah, that's what I was about to say that Urban had put it in the lease that y'all need to sweep these stairs and this walkway, you know, and, and that's why you guys, I'm gonna get on TikTok. I think it's on TikTok shop. I'm gonna get a trust. I'm gonna start me a trust. It might be $5 in the trust, but I'm gonna start trust. I'm gonna give me $5, but I'm gonna put it in the trust. I'm gonna give me a irrevocable trust. And then, well, I'm gonna sue the pants off you. Well, no, my pants are in my trust. My parents are my irrevocable trust. Mother effer. I'm gonna get that book. I'm gonna read it and see if it's possible. And I'll probably have like $5 in the trust. That's why. And I remember when Norma said, "I want another home." She said, "I want a home," and I said, "Okay, yes, dear." And we were dating at the time. And after that, I had asked her to marry me, and I said, "Well, you know what? I just want you to be happy because I remember I had not just lost my home, but I was a few years into losing my home, and I didn't want another home, but I mentioned it to her. I was so happy she said that because the rent nowadays is unfreaking believable, and see, that's why when everybody talks about leadership and all of this other stupid stuff, but when you're with the right person, it just feels right. She said, "Well, yeah, you handle it. Okay, babe. Well, you handle this. You okay, babe. You handle that." And you just know. I don't make as much as my wife does, but I got her back. Because I remember, like I said, one of her Christmas presents is this very expensive tire. The tire's like $450 because she got this turbocharged car. The tire is rated at 160 or 200 miles an hour, and it had a nail in it, two nails, and it had two plugs, and it was a decent tire, but I was like, I got to get her another tire. And I actually was on the road, and I sent it to the house, and I said, "Go take this and get that tire replaced." I'm still paying on the tire, but we do stuff together because we are one spiritual being. The social minister would love I just said that. We don't fight with each other. What works for us might not work for someone else. Do you see what I'm saying? What works for me and her might not work for someone else. But like right now, she could get me a whole bunch of. Look, I already know she gonna really love what I got her. But it ain't a whole bunch of stuff. But guess what? That whole bunch of stuff cost me a whole lot of stuff. But I know for a fact she gonna freak out when three of her presents and the other one's a tire, and I got two other supplementals. Three of her presents, she gonna freak the heck out, and I'm gonna be recording because I know her, and but I know her because she helped clean this out. This down here. This was full of this down here was full of confusion. This down here was full of hurt. This was it had scars. It had everything um, unimaginable that I couldn't get rid of. And she came in and helped clean it out. So instead of being the pathetic husband that said, "Well, let me just get her a car to do this or do that," I actually thought, "Wait a minute, let me get this because it's it's for her for Christmas." Even though, sorry to tell you, he wasn't born tomorrow. He wasn't born then. But it's still the meaning behind it. Let me give her a present. And the last 10 years of gift giving has been the most enjoyable I've ever had in my life. No, I keep on saying 10, 11 years. It's going to be 11. This is the 11th year. Even though I'm not going to be home for Christmas, I have a home to go to. Not a rented home, but a home. Got to deal with the HOA and all that stuff, but I'll deal with that. First thing I got to do when I come home, I got to go make sure there's no leaks in the gutters. Um, and that makes being out here alone not as bad as it used to be. I'll say it like that. It used to be bad out here, bro. You know how like Charlie Brown with a cloud, dark cloud over his head. It used to be bad out here. That's why you guys hear me talk about it. I'm never gonna not talk about thanking God for a better life. Not gonna stop talking about thanking God for my health and my strength. Thanking God for a better situation that I've been in or was in. Because it's funny that we forget where we come from, and then next thing you know, the next trial and tribulation is gonna be worse than the last one. Don't forget where you come from. You know what I mean? Don't forget. Learn from it. Try not to do it again. There's a few things I've done again and again. Try not to do it again. Oh, I'm gonna take some of my beetroots. I got in January. I gotta refill all of my supplements and get on a good plan for 2026. I'm gonna say it now. 2026, I want to be down to 220. That'll be a miracle, but I want to be down to 220. And I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I just gotta stop being lazy. You know what I mean? uh, are you guys getting ready for your eggnog, or do you have any? Do any of you guys have Christmas traditions that you do on Christmas Eve? Some of us, like me and Mike, we don't have no tree. We stop putting up the tree. Ain't put up the tree in a minute. But make one of your traditions a thank you. Say thank you to those that have been there for you throughout 2025. Just say thank you. People don't realize that goes a long way when you actually mean it. You know what I mean? When you actually mean it and you say thank you, it goes a long freaking way, bro. A long way. Well, I'm getting ready to make my breakfast, which is some ramen noodles. The microwave time, and hopefully I can get rolling on the road, because one of the trolls said you'd make some money if you were going somewhere. Yeah, you're right. Hopefully. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm I'm just hoping I ain't sitting here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this place, but I'd rather be a little further south on Christmas Day. I don't think normal. I got something that she could open up. I could tell her where it's sitting. It's so obvious she don't even know it's there. Um, but I just hope I'm just further south. I don't plan to do it again because I know there ain't nothing open on Christmas. I don't plan to do too much driving today. Um, but just get a little further south of here would be fine for me. It's so funny. Um, a quick story. I came through the Indianapolis terminal when I got into that truck accident 11 years ago. And I remember they were sending me home. My leg was wrapped up, and because of the explosion, glass had got in my leg. My leg was wrapped up, and I was limping with a cane. And I went to a bar right over from the Greyhound station. Oh, okay. Uh, hey, you need to send me a video of that. Put it on your channel. Um, but I remember I went into a bar right across from the Greyhound station because the bus wasn't leaving yet, and I was heading home. I didn't even have glasses because the fire. I didn't have a chance to even have my glasses, so I could barely see. I told all of these Caucasians of what had happened in the bar. It was like a dive. They got me so effed up. I was so drunk, I barely made it to the Greyhound. But what they don't tell you about Greyhound is you can't be drunk on Greyhound. You can't be drinking or drunk. They'll put you off the bus. So I had this goofy looking face the whole time. Morning, morning. And I made it on there. Fell the heck out on there. But I made it and I made it home. But that was downtown Indianapolis. I remember that. That was freaking hilarious. All right, guys. It's time to go. I'll be up bright and early tomorrow morning for Christmas, dancing through the snow in the one bus of the sleigh. But thank you for listening in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a part of my life. As always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you. God loves you. Y'all have a blessed day. Enjoy your Christmas Eve. Enjoy your festivities. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your loved ones. Say a prayer for me that I make it through the day safe. I appreciate it. Um, and just stay blessed. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Deuces. Thanks, Herbert. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Associate Minister.